Hi, my name is Ryan Harper, and I'm the host of Reporter's Notebook. And today we had a talented Erin Jenkins here to talk about some recent stories she's did. So let's go to her.
Hey guys, how are you today, Ryan? Actually, to start with.
I'm doing good. How about yourself?
Pretty good. It's hot outside. It's warm. It's sweaty, but you know what? It's a good day if it's sunny. So
yeah. So with everything that you've been doing recently, I saw yesterday you had a couple stories, and one in particular is about ticks. Can you talk to us about that?
Yeah, it's kind of interesting. ECU Health kind of reached out and was like, hey, we have an expert available to talk about ticks and tick safety because apparently there's kind of an increase this year in those because we kind of had a mild winter. Everyone is saying it wasn't too cold. And, with ticks, it's warmer weather. We're outside more, so we're kind of more prone to see those. I talked to a doctor from ECU Health basically just talking about the dangers that ticks can actually have if they do get latched on. I know growing up in the North Carolina mountains, for me, that was kind of always something you were like looking for. You're like, did I get, a tick on me? But so basically he was just telling me, some of the diseases you can get from a tick bite. The one we always think of is Lyme disease. But it's actually interesting. I realized yesterday after talking with him that that's not actually the most common in North Carolina. It's more common kind of in the northeast section of the United States, more so than like down here in the south area. So he was saying that a lot of times here in North Carolina, we see something that's called Rocky Mountain fever, which is kind of, just might have some rashes or like flu-like symptoms. So that's kind of something to look out for. It doesn't really have any long-term effects, he was saying, which is a good thing, I guess, compared to Lyme disease.
Right.
But yeah, it was really interesting. And basically was just saying to, if you can, make sure you're staying out of like tall, weeded grass that hasn't, been cut down, or if you're in wooded areas, just to kind of make sure you're checking yourself afterwards, just to stay safe. We're all outside enjoying the warm weather, but just one layer of protection. So.
Nice.
Yeah.
Now, you also covered a story yesterday about firefighters and, obviously they're dealing with fires and they're trying to stay cool.
Yeah.
How did that go?
It was really cool. I said this in my script yesterday because it's true. When I walked outside on Sunday, I remember feeling like, oh my gosh, like I feel like I'm like being smothered right now. Like It's just so humid. It's so hot. The sun is bearing down. So I kind of had the idea, well, like, dang, these firefighters are wearing all this gear. They have the helmet, the mask. I'm like, how are they feeling? Because obviously, I'm a wimp out here with shorts and a T-shirt on or a dress on. I got to talk to Kinston Fire and Rescue. They're always really great about talking with us and giving us some really insightful information. So it was cool to check in with them. Basically, we were just kind of talking about, some of the heat risks that they face. He was telling me, it's kind of interesting. Have you ever tried the fire gear on?
No, but I have been in the training facilities where they put on the gear and they go through all the steps and the scenario. So it's pretty intense.
It is intense. Yeah, that's one thing we were talking about is during training, they're kind of just taking breaks in between because it's not like, do or die, like they're not in an active situation. But then he was telling me, in real situations, they have what's called a rehab time. So basically, once they go through like a cylinder of their air with their gear on, they have to sit out, basically. They have to sit out, take a break, if they get their vitals checked too. And so if those vitals are kind of not where they should be, they have to sit out even longer. So it's kind of interesting to know, they do have protocols in place and they really are kind of trying to take care of themselves because that gear, he was saying, could add up to 30 degrees of internal heat, like inside. So whatever we're feeling like 90 degrees, it's even hotter inside of there. So kind of crazy to think about. But, really, and the big thing too was he was saying for them, they have to hydrate, which was saying it was a great tip for anyone because we all should be hydrating right now. But they work 48-hour shifts. So basically, they're starting to hydrate like 2 or 3 days in advance to kind of prepare for that long stretch. So really talking about hydrating and just taking care of themselves and making sure they sit out and stay cool as much as they can. Because, their well-being impacts our well-being. You know, if they're
Right.
not properly ready to go and fight fires and help in emergency situations, then, you know, it's ultimately impacting the community and the people who need help. So it was kind of cool to get an inside look at how they're really taking it easy, or trying to take it easy on themselves, and staying healthy when it's so hot outside.
Right. Now, you know, I know that today we're shooting this on Tuesday. And can you tell us a little bit about the special day that is tomorrow for you?
Yes, so tomorrow is my birthday.
Woo!
Yeah, June 28th, that is my birthday. I'm excited. It actually falls on my Friday because I'm off on Thursday and Friday. So
Nice.
It's going to be Friday. It's going to be my birthday. It's going to be a good day. And then I'm actually headed home to the North Carolina mountains for a couple days to spend some time with my family. So if I can just push through these last couple days, I will be home free. So all good stuff, though.
Yeah.
So.
Well, happy birthday.
Thank you.
You know, I know how hard you work, and you've been knocking out these stories left and right. And is there anything else you want to let people know where they can find you, as far as giving you stories, ideas, or anything like that?
Sure, yeah. I say this time after time, but it's true. My favorite part of my job is getting to know Eastern North Carolina and all of you out there. So if you want to say hi, if you have a story idea, or just say hi, you know, tell me happy birthday, you can reach out. My email, you can find it on our website at WNCT.com. All of our emails are on there. I'm sure any of our reporters would love to hear from you guys. You can also find our social media links on there. Feel free to connect on Facebook, Erin Jenkins TV. Please connect with me. Would love to hear any story ideas you have, or even just to say hey and chat a little bit, because we're all a community and we're part of your community too. So we'd love to hear from anyone.
Great. Well, thank you so much for coming
Thanks,
on and talking
Ryan.
about your recent topics.
Yeah.
And can't wait to work with you again.
Thanks, Ryan.
All right.